Hi there, it's Darlene. I sure hope you're doing well. Well, I've been holding out on you guys and I'm sorry. This actually came in on June the 6th. Oh, dang. I chopped the top off. Yeah, well, trust me, it was June the 6th. And I've been sitting on this for a while because I was freaking out. I misread it and I thought that this said that okay, they're withdrawing the motion again and then going into full trial in November. And I'm like shitting bricks, going like, oh my God, I've got to prepare for a whole trial. Oh my God, freaking out. But no, one must read things, darling. This is actually good news on so many fronts, I think. I know where they think that it's not, but yeah, I am so ready for this. Anyways, let me explain what exactly is happening here. And how I think Philip has really shot himself in the foot and the kind of evidence I've got. So, let me explain. So, here's what he was first going for was an interlocutory injunction. Oh, great. Well, what the heck is that? Well, here you go from Google. An interlocutory injunction is a temporary court order issued before a final judgment to maintain the status quo or prevent irreparable harm, blah, 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 blah. It's a gag order, okay? And as you can see that, basically that I would be, he wanted to stop me from making videos and stuff and just spreading lies about him, all this defamation that I was supposedly doing against him. Yeah, right. The thing about that, though, is that it's hard to get those. I mean, if you look at key criteria, it has to be a serious issue to be tried. You have to show that there's a real question or a serious issue to be considered at the trial. Irreparable harm. Irreparable harm if the injunction is not granted. If they could have done that, they would have done it like a year and a half ago. Like, this has been dragging on for so long. If I was doing irreparable harm to that man, wouldn't they have jumped right into this as fast as possible? Get me shut down if I was harming him so badly, right? No, they didn't. They waited. They just kept putting it off, putting it off, putting it off, putting it off. And so now they are going to proceed with a motion for summary judgment on evidence. So, what does that one mean? Well, dropping the injunction means there's no immediate request. Oh, by the way, this is ChatGPT. This is also something I need to bring up later. Dropping the injunction means there's no immediate request to gag you pending that July hearing. The fight shifts to a final, evidence-based attempt to end the case without a trial. An injunction is a temporary remedy. A summary judgment win can end claims outright. So this is without a trial, but it's still with a judge. So to give you an idea of how it goes, now I still have to double check all this stuff, but ChatGPT usually does a pretty good job of this, especially when you use the thinking mode. But it's really interesting when you look at what's going to happen is that the plaintiffs, that would be Philip, they have to have an affidavit in 15 days before the hearing. And then I put in an affidavit 10 days before the hearing. Rebuttal affidavit, if any, 5 days before. And then notice you'll cross-examine an affiant, that's Philip, and me, we're both. An affiant is, I had to look it up, and I also had to figure out how to pronounce it, because I was saying affiant. It's an affiant? What's an affiant? An affiant. Anyways, so we are both affiants. I get to cross-examine him. Yeah. You may cross-examine their affiants in court or out of court before a reporter. So, Philip is going to have to swear to how I have harmed him and describe exactly how I have harmed his business. But you don't realize I have got every Zoom call he's got, transcriptions of them, and fed into ChatGPT. And that man lies as... Oh my God, he lies constantly. And then the story threads change over time, which is what a lot of what I have been mapping on my channel, frankly. Oh, and guess what? I feed the transcripts from my channel into ChatGPT as well. And so by them putting it off for a year and a half has allowed all this data to collect from Philip that I've got. And now it's all based on evidence. As soon as I get his affidavit, I can peel apart every last little thing he says and show what he actually said in video on Zoom calls and be able to go and get them. Like when this first started, oh my God, digging all this stuff up would have been hellish. I was dreading it. I really was. I was like, oh my God. But then they kept putting it off, putting it off, putting it off. And ChatGPT kept getting better and better and better. And so he's going to give his affidavit, and I get 5 days to then reply to it. And I get to cross-examine. I mean, I can't get over it. So here's how it's going to go. The plaintiffs will file affidavits and exhibits and ask a judge to decide there's no genuine issue that needs a trial, so judgment should be entered now. And I'll tell you, being able to not have to go into trial is a hell of a relief to me, because I'm sure I could do this. Well, I was going to ask to have it done over my phone anyways, but that would have put me at a serious disadvantage in a trial. But now it's just evidence-based, and it's all paper-based, and, well, it's going to be video and audio-based. All evidence. And I have got years of evidence and exhibits. Test and powers. On a summary judgment on evidence motion, the judge can decide there is no genuine issue of material fact requiring trial, weigh evidence, assess credibility, and draw inferences to the extent necessary to fairly decide the motion, or adjourn for essential steps, e.g. disclosure, cross-exam on affidavits, if needed, to adjudicate the motion properly. If helpful context, the SCC in broadened, I'm not even going to try to say those names, name v. name, broadened the availability of summary judgment nationally. The motion should be where the judge can reach a fair and just result more proportionately and efficiently than a full trial. That's the modern lens. Yeah, so I've got a whole lot more information from good old ChatGPT too. But, I mean, you see, he's going to have to prove this, that the defendant, that'd be me, further interfered with the plaintiff's business and economic interests by repeatedly making false and defamatory statements concerning the plaintiffs, including both personal attacks on the individual plaintiff, Mr. Johansen, as well as attacks on the plaintiff's business with the following effects: causing customers to leave, causing existing partners, customers to cease participating, deterring future customers from participating. And he's blaming his business going down the tubes on me? Let me show you what I mean by I've got all his Zoom calls and I've got all of his bullshit stories. Let's see here how he explains why his business is going down the crapper right now. And this is from Monday, September the 8th Zoom call. Please subscribe.
But all of the big guys have pivoted. That what they used to do is no longer working. I have been saying it for a long time now, that it's not working anymore. All of the top guys are saying the same. That everything have just like made a major shift rapidly somehow. And even with ads, you can no longer turn on an ad and get $2 back if you don't have something behind you. An authority, a brand of some sort. Even if you want to start a dropshipping store now and it's just on Shopify with some, I don't know, teeth whitening shit. If it's not branded in the proper way with real testimonials, fake testimonials, and all of that shit is over. They can see straight through it. Now, people, Like what worked 2 years ago, forget it. There is no such thing as a quick fix now. And Jess said it as well. This takes time.
Right. So, Philip, you've known about this for a long time, yet it just happened. Really? But it doesn't sound like it had anything to do with me. It sounds more like these scummy business practices that y'all were doing aren't working anymore, and that the average Joe person that's coming onto the internet now is a wee bit smarter, and they're not falling for this crap anymore. People are getting more internet savvy, but you got to pick a lane. I mean, which story you're going to go with? You can't tell one story in one place and then another story in another place just to suit your own ends. Well, actually, he used to be able to. Now, here's just a portion of a chat he was having with another student where he kind of divulged another little snippet.
Start
Okay.
posting on it.
Okay, and just kind of see what happens. That's what I was thinking, just to
Yes. That's
see
what
what
I would do.
happens. I can go live there too because I have so many, followers on there too. So I like to do that. So
I wish I could go live on Instagram. It's so
you can't
powerful.
go live.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I got some content shut down a month ago, and then they block you from going live for 300 days or something like that.
Oh gosh. Okay.
I really can't wait to see his lawyer try to draw cause and effect to me about him losing business. Instagram shutting him down. I mean, here, his brand new squeaky clean account, Instaking Phil. He can't do lives. It's shadow banned already because of his sleazy marketing practices. Now, I would like to say that I hope that I did help educate people, but I'm not the only one. People are getting better online and getting more aware of scams and false promises, false advertising, and no, it's not a way just to get rich quick. Unless, of course, you're like Philip and completely unethical. But that's just my humble opinion based on what I have observed even here today. So this is a short one. I just wanted to bring you up to date. I hope you're all doing well. Take care. And Darlene out.